So this is for Wednesday, March 25th, and we are going to start a brand new unit. This is the start of quarter 4 and a new unit. So last unit, Unit 8, was all about right triangles and trigonometry. Unit 9 is going to be all about circles. And some things you need to know about circles is the area formula and the circumference. So you might have seen these two formulas back in middle school. And just remember, area is talking about the inside of the circle, how much space is in there. And the circumference is talking about the distance around the outside of the circle, like the perimeter. So that's area and circumference. And that pi symbol, pi is just a number. It's 3.14, and then it goes on forever. The next one will be 15, then 92. Goes on forever. We really usually just go out to 2 decimal places, 3.14. Just a number. It's not a variable. So for the first one, we're going to find the area of the following circle. So pause the video, find the area of that pink circle on the right. All right, go. So I know area equals pi r squared. And I know my radius, looking at this circle, is 14. So area equals 14 squared is 196 times pi. In terms of pi, just means leave it like this. If they said round to the nearest tenth, I could multiply my calculator, 196 times pi, and get 615.75. And then if I round that to the tenth, it's 615.8. But they said in terms of pi, so we just leave it like this with pi in the answer. The reason a lot of times we leave it like that is because the decimal is going to go on forever. So this is the most accurate answer because there's no decimals. It's just what it is. All right, now for the circumference. So for the circumference, we got to use the circumference formula, 2 times pi times the radius. So we got 2 times pi, and the radius again is 14. So 14 times 2, because those are numbers, like terms, c equals 28 pi. And that's the answer in terms of pi. Again, if they said to round it to a decimal, sometimes they ask that, just do 28 times pi in your calculator. You get 87.96. So if they say in terms of pi, it's just neater because you don't have to round it. It's actually easier to write. And then if you don't have a calculator, it's better because you don't have to worry about that part. All right, so we're going to pause and go to the inside of right. So we just went over area and circumference of circles. The skill drill today is just super fast on calculating these. So pause the video, try the first two. All right, so the circumference formula, 2 pi r. The radius is 3, so the circumference equals 2 times pi times 3. So the circumference here is 6 pi. Bam, done. Area. Area is pi r squared. And my radius is 5. So I get area equals 25 pi. Done. All right, we're going to try the next two. So now these are a little more challenging. So try these two problems. When you're done, press play. All right, so we're talking about the area is 49 pi. So area equals pi r squared. So I'm going to write down my formula first. But the area is 49 pi. So that's going to go here. Pi. I'm trying to find the radius, so I don't know the radius. That's my variable. First thing I could do, I want to get the r by itself. Right now it's times pi. If I divide by pi on both sides, inverse operations, crosses out here and here. So 49 equals radius squared. To get rid of a squared, the inverse is square root. So radius equals 7. Square root of 49 is 7. So that's the radius of that circle. For the next problem, I want to find the diameter of a circle when the circumference is 16 pi. Well, circumference equals 2 pi times radius. Okay. Circumference is 16 pi, so I'll plug that where the c is. So I'm going to divide both sides by 2 pi. That way it cancels out here. And I just have the radius left. So the pi's cross off here. 16 divided by 2 is 8. That equals the radius. Now most people might circle that as their final answer, but they said find the diameter. I'm talking about a circle, and the radius is 8. The diameter is the whole way across, or 2 radiuses. So another 8, so the diameter is 16. All right, so we're going to take some notes on circles. The big thing we got to know today is the formulas and then the vocab for circles. So let's go to our notes page. So normally we would glue this in our notebook. I know you guys are home. So what I would do is draw this picture, and then I'll go over each little piece. So if you got to pause the video quick to draw the picture, do it. So we're going to go over the definitions of each part here. So a line that passes through the center and has endpoints on the circumference. So it's got to go through the center, and the endpoints are on the circumference, or the outside of the circle. That is called a diameter. So they go through the middle, and they touch the ends of the circle. Next up, a line segment that has one endpoint at the center and the other on the circumference. So center to circumference. So it's half a diameter. This is called the radius. Next up, a line that has both endpoints on the circumference. But this one doesn't have to go through the middle. This is called a chord. Chords don't have to go through the middle. But if this chord does go through the middle, we call it a diameter. This one's super important. A line segment that only touches on one point of the circumference. That is called a tangent. They're outside the circle, and they only touch on one point. And one other thing that's really important about tangent lines, if we drew a radius here, they are always perpendicular. So just a fun fact we're going to go over later. Tangents are always perpendicular to the radius. So I erased some stuff just because I want to be able to draw more. So if you have to go back, you can. So next up is a portion of the circle's circumference. This is called an arc. And I think it's easier to draw if I make it a little bigger. So if I have a circle and I want an arc between 2 points, let's call this point A and point B. This is the arc. It's a piece of that circumference. It's not the whole way around, it's just part of it. And we draw arcs AB with a little curve over. So a line segment AB looks like this. Arc AB, the symbol is a curve over the AB instead of just that line segment. A portion defined by an arc and a chord. We're going to go over that later in the unit, but this is called a sector. Basically, I think about these like a slice of pizza. We'd find the area of just the slice, not the whole circle. We're not going to worry too much about the other things, so we could just come back to those later. Secants just go outside the circle. They are lines. They continue forever. And that's the only one it won't come up that much. So let's pause, and we're going to go to some examples now. So we're going to combine some vocab with what we just did in terms of area and circumference. And a little saying I like to use to kind of keep my area formula and my circumference formula straight. Circumference equals pi times diameter, or circumference equals 2 times pi times radius, because 2 radiuses is 1 diameter. But cherry pie is delicious. So just a little saying that might help you. C equals pi d. Apple pies, so for area, apple, R2. R2 like R squared. So then we do pies times R2. It's just a little saying. If it helps you, it helps you. If not, you could just memorize it. All right, so looking at this example, the area of the shaded sector. So right away, we know we're talking about area. so that's pi r squared, is 4 pi. So this shaded in piece is 4 pi. And the length of OB is 8. So they just gave us the radius here. Determine what percent of the circle is shaded. We'll come back to that percent part at the end. Let's just figure out, actually, let's talk about the percent. When I talk about a percent, I'm talking about the part divided by the whole. So on a test, if there was 30 questions and you got 25 right out of 30, to find the percent, you do 25 divided by 30. The part you got right divided by the whole test. I'm gonna erase that. Make my eraser bigger. So if I'm thinking about part over whole, I gotta have the whole area, and I already know the part that's shaded in is 4 pi. So I just gotta find the whole area of this circle. Well, the area of the circle equals pi r squared, and I know my radius is 8. So pi times 8 squared. 8 squared is 64. So the area of the circle is 64 pi. So now I want to find that percent. Well, percent equals part divided by whole. The part that's shaded in is 4 pi, right here. Divided by the whole thing, the whole area of the circle is 64 pi. So when I do this, the pi's cancel off. I'm dividing pi divided by pi would just cancel. That'd be 1. So 4 divided by 64, in my calculator here, is 0.0625. But to make it a percent, we just move the decimal 2 to the right. So it's 6.25%. And then I just want to make sure that makes, looking at this yellow piece that's shaded in here in my circle, that's a very small part of the circle that's shaded in. So it makes sense that it's about 6%. It shouldn't be a big number, especially because it's not really shaded in. If it was shaded in like from here to here, then I'd say, oh, that's 50% shaded in. It should be half when I get my answer. All right, so we're going to try that. You try at the bottom. So pause the video and give this one a try. When you're done, press play. So this one's talking about the length of an arc is 6 pi, AB. So this is 6 pi. The length of the radius is 18. Okay, so the radius is 18. I could put that there. I could put that there. What percent of the circumference is arc AB? Well, I know percent equals part over whole. And I know part of my arc here is 6 pi. So I got to find the whole circumference all the way around the outside of the circle. So I want to find this whole circumference for the bottom part of my fraction. Well, circumference equals 2 times pi times radius. So 2 pi, and my radius is 18. 2 times 18 is 36. So my circumference all the way around is 36 pi. So that's my whole way around. So to figure out the percent, 6 divided by 36, the pi's cross off. 6 divided by 36 is a percent. 0.1666 repeating. Move it to the right twice. That is 16 point, let's round to 7%. That's how much of the circle or that arc is all the way around. So AB, this arc, is 16% of the way around the whole circle. And that looks about right. It's definitely less than half. It's almost a quarter. It's almost 25% of the way around the circle, but not quite. All right, so looking at the next page is you try round 2. In class, I'm going to have you try, you do round 2. So here it is. Try these questions, and then I'll show you the answers. All right, so for the first one, which of the following is not true? EF is a diameter. E to F, that's true. CB is a secant. So let's say you forgot what a secant is. That's a tough one. I'm going to leave that blank. B to A is a radius. B to A, yep, that's a radius from the center to the edge. BF is a tangent line. BF. Remember, a tangent line only touches the circle once. This is touching twice, so that is not true. So that's the answer. Number 3, we just want to name the two things. AC, that's the whole way across, so that's a diameter. That's the red line. A to C. D to B, this green line, that's halfway across, so that's the radius. And then just remember, if this was 5, the diameter would be 10 because it's 2 radiuses. Number 4, the circumference of a circle is 58 centimeters. What is the approximation for the radius? So we got to find the radius. Well, it's talking about circumference, so I'm going to write down the circumference formula. 2 pi times radius. I'm trying to find the radius, and they said the circumference is 58, so 58 goes here. 2 pi times radius. So to solve for radius, I got to get the r by itself. I'm going to divide both sides by 2 pi. So radius equals 58 divided by 2 pi. So I'm going to type that in my calculator. 58 divided by, now I want 2 pi, the whole thing in the denominator. So I'm going to put parentheses around it in my calculator. 2 times pi at the bottom. So radius equals 9.23. A common mistake, if you type this in your calculator, 58 divided by 2 pi, it's going to read that as 58 divided by 2 times pi. That's not right. We want to have parentheses around this because we want both of them at the bottom or the denominator. So just be careful when you type that in your calculator. Put parentheses around your denominator. Okay. For the redo, just a quick one with percents again. I'm going to go through it super fast. The area of A is 16 pi. So this is 16 pi. The radius is 10. What percent of the circle is shaded in? Well, if I wanted the whole area, pi r squared is area. And I know the radius is 10. So 10 squared is 100. So the area of this whole circle is 100 pi. So percent equals the part over the whole. So for my percentage, my part is 16 pi. My whole area would be 100 pi. The pi's cancel off. 16 out of 100. Percent means per 100. So 16 out of 100 is 16%. So 16% of that circle is shaded in. What's going to be graded today is the exit ticket. It's on the last page. There's 2 questions. One's on vocab, one's on something like this percentage. So I'm going to go to that so you could see it. You want to submit this on Google Classroom. So here's the exit ticket. The first one is worth 2 points. The second one, part A, is worth 2 points. Part B is worth 1 point. So that's out of 5 total points. So submit that on Google Classroom. Good luck.